Hello and welcome to A Day in My Life. It's been a long time since we've done one of these, so let's go. First off, when we get up, I hand Colty off to Daddy, and then I have to take the little dogs back over to the fenced-in area. Right now we don't have a fence around our new house, so I don't want to let them directly out because Ruby has a friend down the road and she will run to get to him at any moment. So I just took them over to the other house so they can just have a little outside time and go to the bathroom and all those good things before they get fed for the day. On my way back in, I stopped at the washing machine because I had a dry cycle I needed to put on. Sometimes it takes a couple dry cycles to actually get our clothes dry. That's just the nature of the washer dryer combo. It was about this time that I stopped and got Colty ready. I just kind of pull my clothes on in the morning, but then I actually stop and get him ready, change his diaper, get him all nice and clean because he needs to be ready for the day too. How cute is he, by the way? He's growing up way too fast. I mean, I thought he was just born and now he's running and jumping and playing and all those things. He's so cute. And I also put on Bluey for him to watch because it kind of keeps him quiet. This particular morning it worked for a little while, so I can make some breakfast for everybody and get some much needed coffee. And it was so delicious. It really was good, but it's a little extra special treat. Now I'm just gonna get started making our breakfast. Kids wanted cinnamon toast this morning, so I just didn't have any room temperature butter. I usually do, but I didn't. So I just kind of popped some butter on toast and let it warm up for a few seconds so I can make the cinnamon toast. I'm also washing up some eggs so we can have some scrambled eggs. But did you ever have cinnamon toast when you were a kid? I used to have it all the time when I was a kid. So let me know down in the comments if that was something that your parents made too. I'm also gonna wash us up some fruit. We like to have berries in the morning, so I just got all that nice and washed up so we can have some of that. It looks so good. I wanna eat it right now. I'm also scrambling up our eggs low and slow, and I had a lemon blueberry loaf cake that I had made. These are so good. I'm gonna have to share this recipe with you because it was just really, really delicious. And after breakfast, it's time for chores. And I'm also getting the TV ready. We've been watching these like scenes with the fireplace and the nice little music. We usually do that during school time. It just creates like a more relaxing environment and everybody likes it. I'm also taking the time to take my vitamins. And I'm getting the bowl ready so Ollie can take the scraps out to all the animals. And so it's one less thing to have to deal with, and cleaning the kitchen while Colton's just laying around playing. He's just running around and playing a little bit. after a quick cleanup, it's usually time to do our little drinks. So these drinks we've been doing, it's a lot of items that I used to take apart from each other, and it just got really annoying to take each one individually. So I just started throwing them all together. But it's a noon tablet, that's just for hydration. We've got some colloidal minerals, just trace minerals. They're just good for overall health. And then a lot of people are mineral deficient and they don't even realize it. I've got some chlorophyll. Jay puts vitamin D in his, but I don't like to mix them because the vitamin D is like an oil base. So I just take it before, that's my personal preference. But I'm also adding in some magnesium and a big scoop of collagen. So we get our protein in the morning too, and it's really helping my hair grow back, I can already tell. So I just mix these up, and we usually put ice in them because they're better cold and they taste like a big sweet tart. On this particular morning, I had to hurry up and get the computer on because Little Shop of Seeds was opening back up and he had all of his seeds in stock. So I went ahead and ordered everything we needed and got that done. And while I was doing that, the kids were doing all their chores and checking off all that. And Ollie finally got started on schoolwork. And usually while they do their schoolwork, I'll try to get some housework done. So I got some laundry going. And if they do have any questions, they can always ask me. But I'm just there and getting a couple things done. So we're multitasking a little bit. About this time, Colton was getting a little restless, so I took him outside just for a little bit so he could take a breather and just enjoy the outside time because it was a gorgeous day. Colty loves all the animals, especially the horse. And in just a second, you'll hear what he thinks a horse sounds like. What's he say? Good job. And it was about this time where it was time to go back inside and take a nap. But of course, he did not want to. He was not really having it. I did lay down with him, but couldn't get him to go to sleep. And that's the way it is sometimes. But it was time for me to get ready for the day, and by this time Ollie was done with his schoolwork just about. So he helped me by just kind of keeping an eye out for him while I hopped in the shower, and then Colton's playing around my feet while I get ready, which is totally fine. It's what mama's gotta do. And that's as good as gets. So about this time, Audrey wanted me to make her a sandwich, and then I made Ollie some ramen, so that's going there. And then Jay wanted some popcorn, shrimp, and fries, and I'm having a chicken patty. So sometimes it's just like we throw together little leftovers and things for lunch, and that's just the way it is. I'm also taking the time that it's cooking in the air fryer to mix up our pizza dough for the dinner. Right? Because we always got to be thinking about the dinner too. It's all about food around here. I swear I'm in the kitchen all the time. That's how I feel sometimes. So I'm just mixing up our pizza dough. I've got this recipe. You could screenshot it when I showed it a minute ago, or I have a link. I'll leave the link to the recipe in the description box so you can take a peek at that too. And while I was mixing this up, Colton was screaming a lot. So that's my face there. He just started screaming. Sometimes he does that. He's gotten into screaming lately. It's been something that he's really enjoying. So it's great for our ears. And I'm just putting this dough to bed, and we're going to have our lunch in just a bit. And then after lunch, I cleaned up a little bit, didn't film any of that, but then me and Colton went back outside to play on the porch. It seems like when he doesn't have shoes on, he'll stay on the porch. So it's kind of nice for me to take him out there, and then I got to answer some of your comments and things while he played. And while we were playing on the porch, the kiddos were outside playing with a goat. That's Stevie there. It's their favorite goat. I mean, he just is. He's awesome. He loves to play. He's actually playing here. It seems like he's aggressive, but he's not. He's playing. And when I brought him in, I finally got Colton to sleep. It's like mid-afternoon now, which is late for his nap, but you know, we just put him down whenever we can. With him napping, it was my opportunity to get some work done. So I edited for quite a while and tried to get some of that done, and then went outside to get some more fresh air and took the goats and the horse some little apple slices to enjoy. And somehow Colton sensed that I was outside, and he woke up and was very, very, very angry. And sometimes that happens. Sometimes that's how he wakes up. So I just held him for a little bit and tried to calm him down some. It didn't last long though, because then he was playing with his sister and all was okay. Our pizza dough is ready and ready to just be kind of rolled out. So it's ready for its second phase, was just kind of letting it lay out in a circle for about 30 minutes. I broke it up into the servings that we wanted also at this time. And we're gonna make calzones instead of pizzas tonight. So it's just a little bit different. Sometimes we like a switch up, change up. So that's what we're doing with these. We're also having air fryer wings, and I don't think I've ever shared this recipe, but I just season them up with some onion powder, garlic powder, a little baking powder, Tony's, and paprika, and just kind of slather all that on there. And then I put them in an air fryer with the skin side down as much as possible. It doesn't have to be particular. And these go in the air fryer at 250 degrees for 20 minutes. So we're cooking them low and slow at first. I did spray these with a little avocado oil just to kind of get some things going there. So we're gonna crisp these up at the end, so you have to stay tuned here. For the calzones, I just spread them out as much as possible, and then I only add toppings to one side. I just add whatever I have in the fridge. I'll just cut up leftover onion pieces, or, you know, bell pepper, purple onion, mushrooms, pepperonis, extra sausage, whatever I've got. And once I get these filled with cheese and toppings on one side, I'll just pull over the top and then start crimping them by pulling the bottom up over the top. That way, like the juices and things don't escape out the bottom and make it weird or soggy at the bottom. Nobody wants that. But this is what they look like. We're just gonna top them with a little bit of Italian seasoning, and they're gonna go in the oven for about 20 minutes at 400. I'm also making a little hot honey sauce with butter, honey, and sriracha. So good. And it's time for our wings to go back on at 400 degrees for about 8 minutes, and these will crisp up and be absolutely delicious. They are perfect, I promise. So you'll have to try them if you like wings at all. And this is my plate. I've got my hot honey, my calzone, and some wings. Yum. So we are currently on a Falling Sky kick, so that's on HBO Max, and we watched that for quite some time. We cleaned up the kitchen in there somewhere also. And then it was time for the kitties to go to bed. And then it was time for a little hot tub because at this point my back and my feet were killing me. But that's it. I want to thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to chat with you in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.